vast space full of cool cars. Over here we've got some sort of interesting limo. Cosy YB lump. Is that on like a raised chassis or something? Gathering dust, as you can see, but call it a barn find and you can add £5 to the price. Not an Escort Cosworth, Jap rally machine. All mint underneath. Which one's your favourite? 2 litre Pinto lump, a mint engine bay. Still needs a lot of work, as you can see. Oh my days, look at that. Vauxhall Chevette. And a much better car than an Escort, you said?
Yeah, independent suspension, isn't it? Much better.
I smoked him.
Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Marcus Hayes and today I'm quite far from home. My beautiful girlfriend Kat is doing some sort of conference or something to do with her work, and her work put her up in a hotel last night and I decided to tag along. I put out some posts on my social media asking if there was anyone close to here that wants to meet up and make a video, and I've got at least 2 stops that I'm going to be making today. The first is to go and meet up with a subscriber called Danny, who's got a whole fleet of classic Fords to show us, and at least one Jap motor as well. Alright, so I've made it to a secret place somewhere in Wales, and I'm in Danny's massive unit where he likes to fix up cars. He does a lot of buying and selling and stuff. Massive thanks to Danny for letting me have a look around. He'd rather not be on camera, which is absolutely fine. Also, massive thanks to the other guys here who have very kindly turned their radio off so that I'm able to film. But as you can see, this is a vast space full of cool cars. Got some more bits over here and some more bits around here as well, including a Cortina in the spray booth. Yeah, let's have a walk around and have a closer look at the bits that are here. Over here we've got some sort of interesting limo. I'm guessing that's a Rolls Royce, is it? Really cool. Then Skoda Fabia over here, but parked behind them two is Danny's 3-door Cosy. Still a project, as you can see. Looks like it's had a recent respray. And it's all still gutted inside and stuff. But yeah, do love a 3-door Cosy. Danny has said that I can open the bonnets and stuff as I walk around, so I'm gonna have to work out how to do all these latches now. This one's pretty simple. And there it is, Cosy YB lump, the dream lump for me anyway, if my wallet was thick enough. And yeah, with its iconic red rocker cover. Looks like this engine bay's had a fresh paint job as well. Danny was telling me that he does like to paint up some of these cars, you know, throughout, including underneath. But yeah, there you go. First of many old school Fords we're going to check out while we're here. 3-door Cosy. Looks like it's got some sort of aftermarket intercooler hanging off the front of it. That looks huge. And yeah, covered in dust because this is, you know, a busy workshop, but I'm sure that'll be loads of fun once it's fully back together. Over here we've got a bright yellow Nova, which looks like it's had a load of stitch welding on the shell, so maybe this is destined to be some sort of rally car or something. Yeah, I do love a Nova. A Nova was what I wanted for my first car, believe it or not, but I ended up getting a purple Corsa instead, which isn't quite as interesting. But yeah, these things are getting really scarce nowadays. Yeah, really love a Nova. Wonder what lump that's destined to have. Continuing on the Vauxhall theme, we've got a Corsa VXR over here next to an old Astra. which has had its heart removed. And behind them, there's a few Land Rovers and stuff. So yeah, a bit of everything in this place. Danny was telling me that he, buys and sells cars, fixes them up and stuff. Yeah, really liking this thing. Is that on like a raised chassis or something? Not sure. But parked next to that, one of 2 Evos in this place. This one is not as complete as the other one. But next to that is Danny's Series 2 RS Turbo. He said he bought this a while ago, MOT'd it, drove it, and then parked it up, and it's just been sitting here gathering dust, as you can see. But with the old Fords, if they're covered in dust, that actually makes them worth more money, as we've seen with some of the things going through the auctions recently. Call it a barn find, and you can add 5 grand to the price. But yeah, not sure what rims they are it's sitting on. Some sort of aftermarket rims, maybe. I'm not sure if this is open. Let's have a look. Yeah. Into the cockpit, as expected. Really cool Recaro interior, looking in really good shape. Oh, I love a Series 2 RS. Really cool. Let's see if we can pop the bonnet on it. I believe the bonnet pulls are under the steering wheel on these. Oh, it's already open. Maybe not. Anyway, next to the Series 2 RS is not an Escort Cosworth. This is actually an RS2000 that's got the Cosy kit on it. And if I remember rightly, Danny said he bought it like this. It's got the really cool Moret headlights in it, which I absolutely love. Obviously, the genuine Cosys now are absolutely ridiculous in terms of their cost. Looks like it's sitting on genuine Cosy wheels. And I think Danny was saying that it's had the Cosy dash installed, possibly. And yeah, not sure if those Recaros are Cosy ones or maybe the RS2000s come with them, not sure. But yeah, another one that's a bit dusty and stuff, but a really cool car nonetheless. Not actually sure where the bonnet pulls are on these later Escorts. But yeah, around the back, the iconic double spoiler, awesome bit of kit. Some sort of big bore exhaust. Yeah, love an Escort Cosy. I mean, even the replicas nowadays, ridiculous money, but there you go. So over here we've got another Evo, Evo 6, and Danny was saying he bought it like this. This has actually got a 2.3 stroker lump in it, but unfortunately it's dropped a rod. And yeah, Danny was saying that he had to do a bit of welding on this, and that was it. But yeah, really cool car. Way more capable than the old Fords that I'm into. I can really appreciate these rally weapons. Yeah, a bit unfortunate about it dropping a rod and needing an engine rebuild, but there you go. And yeah, these things do look awesome at the back with their iconic spoiler, of course. Yeah, four-wheel drive Jap rally machine. And now we come to Danny's 2 Mk2 Escort RS2000s. We'll start with the Nordic blue one, which is a bit less complete than the red one next to it. Yeah, this one's basically just waiting to have the interior done and stuff. But yeah, both of these, I think Danny was saying, have been painted underneath. Danny was saying if he ever does like an L model or anything, he just raptors it, to make it more usable. But with the RSs, they deserve to be fully restored underneath as well. But yeah, what is there to say, RS2000 Mk2 Escort, a lot of people's dream car, and Danny's got 2 of them sitting here, obviously, sitting on the RS rims. And yeah, this one, as I say, still needs an interior, so we can see the gutted but mint cockpit. It's got an aftermarket mountainy steering wheel on it though, by the looks of it. But yeah, got some interior pieces in there. As I say, this one's waiting for its interior to get done. Obviously, round the back, got the RS spoiler, etc. Blacked out rear panel. But yeah, awesome to see 2 Mk2 RS2000s. Got to say as well, a lot of the cars in this place are very dusty, but the RSs are being kept clean, which is nice. Anyway, let's have a nosy underneath. And there you go, all mint underneath. Still running an English axle and stuff. Original RS2000 spec. Looks like an Ashley exhaust. Looks like it's had fresh brake lines and stuff. So yeah, this has been done really nicely. Let's see if we can pop the bonnet. On this side. No, can't seem to open the door. When Danny comes back, I'll ask him if we can have a look in the engine bay. But for now, let's have a look around this red one. As I say, way more complete. I think this one is actually fully complete. Looks really cool in red. Got the RS rims, of course. These ones have got the black painted bits, whereas the ones on the blue one hadn't. But yeah, don't really know what to say. It's a Mk2 Escort RS2000. It speaks for itself. Absolutely mint paintwork. I'm assuming that these have both been painted by Danny and the guys here. As I say, they do have a spray booth, which we'll go and have a look at in a minute because it's got the Cortina in it. But yeah, iconic Mk2 RS2000 in red. Let me know in the comments which one's your favourite in terms of colour. Now, I like a blue car, but I'm definitely kind of leaning towards the red one. Maybe it's just because it's more complete. I don't know. But yeah, looks awesome in red. Let's see if we can pop the bonnet on this one. Have a look in the cockpit first of all. Oh, this one's also got an aftermarket Mountney steering wheel. I'm guessing Danny likes his Mountney steering wheels, but yeah, fishnet Recaros, of course. Got the back seat fitted. Yeah, very, very complete car. Really cool. The bonnet's already popped on this one. Bit of cardboard, maybe blocking the battery terminal from touching the bonnet. That's quite a big battery in there. But yeah, 2-litre Pinto lump running on a twin choke, you know, as these things would have been originally. Of course, still got the servo fitted and stuff. But yeah, proper mint engine bay. I'm guessing this was painted when the rest of the car was done. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure Danny was saying that this one's been all painted underneath as well. But yeah, proper mint engine bay. Awesome. We'll put the cardboard back, drop that down gently, and yeah, we'll have a nosy under the boot floor on this one as well. And yeah, there you go, much the same story as the blue one, all mint underneath, very tidy. All right, back to the blue one. Danny's kindly removed the bonnet so we can have a look at the engine bay on this one, and yet again, another mint engine bay housing its Pinto lump running on the twin choke. Yeah, really cool. Love a mint engine bay. All right, you have to excuse the noise in the background. The lads have started working again. I think it's time for me to get out of their way. But yeah, Danny's uncovered this Mk2 Escort project that he's got. This was a car that was sitting for years, that he was trying to buy off the person for ages. Very familiar story when you see a car that people refuse to sell. But yeah, in the end, Danny was able to purchase it. This was destined to be a rally car by the past owner, and Danny's going to put it together in a similar way with a cage and whatnot. Actually, over here is the Pinto lump and gearbox that will be going into it. And over here, we've got the wings and doors and whatnot for it as well. But yeah, still needs a lot of work, as you can see. But yeah, I always like seeing cars at all different stages of their builds. And yeah, this one is right at the beginning of its story. But yeah, I mean, it's a two-door Mark 1. So, you know, it'll make a cool car, I'm sure, once Danny gets round to it. Anyway, into the spray booth. And it's time to check out the 1500 GT Cortina Mark 1. This is destined to be painted ermine white, and it's going to have the green Lotus stripe down the side of it. But yeah, really cool Mark 1 Cortina. This was originally a 1500 GT, but it's going to be fitted with a 1600 Crossflow, just because Danny was saying it's hard to find a decent pre-Crossflow nowadays. But yeah, it looks like it's been smoothed down and ready for paint. The inside has already been painted in the ermine white, sort of an off-white, creamy sort of colour. And yeah, all gutted, obviously. Really cool thin rim steering wheel. Obviously left the column and that attached just to make it easier to roll about. Do love a Mark 1 Cortina. Particularly love the rear end of these things. They obviously have their sort of like peace sign shaped rear lights and stuff. But yeah, let's have a nosy underneath this one, because this is another one that's been given the full treatment on the underside. Oh my days, look at that. Absolutely spanking. Proper mint. Let's get a view from the side as well. Oh my God, that is clean. This thing's been given the proper treatment. You can see it all in the inner wings there as well. Proper job. Let's see if we can have a look in the engine bay. The engine bay is smooth and ready for paint, but not yet painted. But yeah, this thing's getting the full works. And that is going to make an awesome car once it's painted. Proper. Imagine having a unit like this with a spray booth. It's the dream. All right, there's a bit of a bonus because there's a car that was hiding in the back that we missed. And it belongs to Leigh, who is willing to be on camera.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's this Vauxhall Chevette, which has got a Mazda MX-5 lump in the bay. So tell us the story, Leigh. You bought this and it was relatively stock when you bought it, right?
Yeah, it was completely stock. It was sat in a garage for 17 years. And then I bought it, I lowered it, and then I blew the engine up, so I put an MX-5 in it. With the gearbox, man to rear axle, Volvo 4-pot front brakes and discs, gas golds all round. I've just done everything underneath.
Yeah.
All the new prop. BMW 635 front seats. It's got a standalone. It's cammed. Just little bits like that. I've done extra just to give it a bit more fun.
And you were saying that this thing was painted in like wood primer by the previous owner. So.
White wood primer it was.
Yeah. so you've had to do some body work.
Put it right back, and then I painted it on my drive 4 years ago in October.
All right.
That's why it went a bit dull.
Right.
I just wanted it sealed for the winter.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I moved in this place, and I want to get it done eventually, like.
All right, cool. So this is destined to get like another paint job.
Yeah, another paint job. Yeah, it was only for now.
Yeah, cool.
And it's got a window lower on the back. Mark 1 duck chin off a Golf. And then it's got the Lexus IS 300 duck spoiler on the back as well.
Right, cool.
A few little bits left to do. It runs, it drives now. It's just bogging out a bit. Just need to sort that out.
Yeah. You like doing donuts and whatnot, yeah?
Eventually I'd like to supercharge it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to put a supercharge on it eventually.
And to be fair, there's loads of kits for the MX-5 engine, isn't there? Like,
yeah, loads.
You can literally buy turbo kits, supercharger kits.
Yeah, you buy them all off the internet.
Yeah.
So off eBay and stuff like that. So it's not that dear to do them.
Yeah.
So that's what I will do eventually.
Ah, cool. And a much better the car than an Escort, you said?
Yeah, independent suspension, isn't it? Much better.
What car isn't better than an Escort in reality? But no, I've got a soft spot for a Chevette. Awesome thing. You get way more for your money with these as well than Escorts, and you get a better car. But yeah, no. Get a supercharger on that and this thing will be an animal.
Yeah, it should go well.
Yeah, man. Leigh's plonked the bonnet back on, and this is from a HSR model. Actually, sure, I saw one of them over in Northern Ireland, actually. HSR.
Yeah, there's a lot over there.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot over that way.
But yeah, no, this thing's awesome, man. And thanks for showing us.
No problem. Anytime.
Well, what an awesome place that was. A dream unit. I'd love to have such a vast space one day to mess about with my cars. But yeah, want to send a massive thanks out to Danny, Leigh and the rest of the guys for letting me wave my camera about. I hope I didn't get in your way too much. But yeah, what an interesting wide range of cars to check out. Now, it's worth noting that the yellow Nova isn't actually going to be like a rally car or anything like that, even though they're stitch weld in the chassis. It's going to have a full interior, and that will be powered by a C20 LET engine. If I remember rightly, the white Astra belongs to Leigh, who showed us the Chevette, and that will be having a Saab engine, if I remember rightly, hoping to push about 400 horsepower. And that was a 1400, that Astra, and you know, it had a really decent engine in it. And the reason that Leigh decided to rip that engine out was because of this.
Oh, I smoked him.
So that was Danny in a very normal Starlet, absolutely smoking Leigh in the Astra. And basically after that race, Leigh ripped out the 1.4 engine from the Astra and started making big plans to make big power. Yeah, Danny was actually saying that he's hoping to have his 3-door Cosy finished by about June, and he said if I so happen to be in the area, I can come back down and actually experience that thing from the driver's seat. And he specifically said that I'd be allowed to take it sideways. I'm not sure if it's sensible to let me behind the wheel of your 3-door Cosy, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys reckon. Should I be trusted behind the wheel of Danny's 3-door Cosworth that's been freshly painted? Once he gets it up and running, it would certainly be an experience that I would enjoy. So I'm going to continue on with my day, driving around, meeting up with subscribers and waving my camera at some cool cars. I'm actually going to meet up with a guy now who is a patron who is building a seriously cool classic Ford for a friend of his. So I'm going to put that in the next video, but massive thanks to everyone who's tuned into this video. If you did think it was any good, please do give it a thumbs up and a share. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Click subscribe if you're new. Feel free to follow me on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. Check out my website for car parts and merchandise. Massive thanks as always to my patrons for your ongoing support. I'll leave all the links to everything in the description along with my email address for anyone who wants to contact me. But other than that, until next time, thanks for watching.